look at this pretty moon through a nice warm window. It's awful chilly out here.
Yeah, well, that's what I like about the sun.
Richard, have you always lived alone?
Yeah, well, not always. Once I had a mother.
Oh, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And my mama always used to say that a man who eats alone gets a belly whoppers. Just look at all the great men in history, Richard. None of them ate alone. And every one of them had a woman behind him. Sometimes more than one.
Oh, that's the best way, yeah. More than one. I marked that when I left. You never know.
You're such a careful one, Richard.
Oh. Hey. Come here.
Just a minute.
Why?
You are so right. You never know.
Hello, Charlie.
Oh, morning, Mr. Diamond. Gee, you're up early this morning.
Yeah, I'm up a little early. Charlie, I'd like to change my milk order.
I figured there was something wrong with it.
You figured?
Yeah, you see, your note says leave 3 quarts of milk. Now, that's more you take in a month. Mistake, huh?
No, there's no mistake. 3 quarts would be fine, Charlie.
Okay, Mr. Diamond. 3 quarts every other day?
Yeah, Charlie, you see, I'm getting an ulcer.
Hey, did you get married, Mr. Diamond?
No, Charlie, I didn't get married. So. Thank you very much. I'll see you later. Yeah, but... You know, it had to be a woman.
How come it had to be? More like a man to go sneaking off with somebody's little baby than try to get money or something.
Well, whoever it was left a note for the milkman for more milk. I don't think a man would think of that. Why me, huh?
Maybe she was poor. Maybe she thought here her baby'd have all the advantages of wealth and position.
Yeah, well, she left 5 $100 bills just to make sure. Read me this, right?
You've already read it.
Read it again, yeah.
Okay. Enclosed is $500 for your services. Please protect and care for the baby. He'll be picked up at 11 tomorrow night.
That's enough.
Please don't tell anyone about this, not even the police. Change him regularly, feed him 3 times a day.
That's enough.
Imagine giving a cute little kid like that to a perfect stranger.
Hey, well, he is not a gift. He's a loan.
All right, then, a loan. Well, what kind of woman would do such a thing?
Fighting woman? How much would you charge to babysit?
Well, you can't afford it.
Yeah, well, look, why don't you just stick around anyway? I'll open up a whole new career. Huh? I'll call you later.
You tourists, you want to see the show? Come back tonight, huh? Down the street, there's a gas station. They got a public phone, cigarettes, anything else you want. Jobs we don't have today. So anything else?
I'd like to talk to you.
Me? You don't know who I am, and I don't know who you are. What do we got to talk about?
Her.
Look, mister, everybody loves Raven McLeod. She's beautiful. Guys like you and me, we talk about her all the time. But you got your friends and I got mine. Discussions about girls I don't make with strangers.
You know, you've got a big problem. It's your mouth. I think I have a cure for it.
Yeah, what's that?
This.
You ain't a cop.
No, I ain't a cop.
What is this? You guys got a piece of every joint on the strip now. You want some of this too?
I'd like to talk about Raven.
All right, so talk. Inside's not so private. Some of the guys are working.
Step into my office.
This your office?
Yeah, this is my office. You got other girls in there?
Like the sign says, the 10 most beautiful girls in the world. You want to talk about them too? We'll be here a week.
No, I can wait. Is that all?
There's another one in the restroom, only she's a little old for you.
A lot of them married?
Some. Look, mister, you must have a name.
Yeah, my name's Richard Diamond. Let's start with her. What's her address? Look, I can find it out myself. You just saved me a lot of trouble.
443 South Tech Drive.
Thank you.
Well, wait a minute, Diamond. You must have a card or something.
I'm in the telephone book. Under private detectives. Miss McLeod in?
Oh, well, she's busy right now.
Well, I'll wait, huh?
Mind your own business, Helen.
If you won't cooperate, I'll find another way. I'll get the lawyers. You'll never get him out of the country.
Leave us alone, Grant. Just keep your father's money and leave us alone. Come along, Grant. We'll discuss the matter later. At a more convenient time and place.
We're not through with this.
I'm sorry. I seem to have interrupted something. My name is Richard...
Richard Diamond, I know.
Wasn't that young Grant Patterson just...
Yeah. The Junior League bouncer to Rock Hudson. Want a drink?
No, thank you. How do you know me?
Somebody pointed you out once. Nice face. And I'm a girl that never forgets a nice face. Sit down, Richard.
Okay.
Is that what they call you, Richard?
Oh, sometimes.
How about Dick?
How about Richard?
Okay.
Can I ask you a couple of questions?
No answer's guaranteed. I used to think I knew them all, but not anymore.
Question number one, you take a trip?
A long one. Far, far away. The boat sails at midnight.
Were you ever married?
Yeah. More than once, as a matter of fact.
You kept it a pretty good secret.
Maybe I'm trying to make it all go away.
Who was the man?
play. Can we get out of here? I'm restless.
Sure, where would you like to go?
Anywhere. I'll go change.
Oh, really?
Yes.
You haven't told me who the men were.
You just saw one of them. Your place?
That's right.
You're taking a lot for granted.
Oh, I don't think so. You wanted to come here all along.
Go ahead, kid, make a noise. Just one little noise.
Know what? Richard, he just came here and was going to take the baby, and I tried to scream, and he was going to kill me.
All right, it's all
It
right.
isn't all right. He's going to...
Shut her up, Diamond.
Where's the boy?
He's asleep on your bed.
Well, you don't waste much time, do you?
I didn't waste a minute, not 1 minute. That's the way I am. Now, just put the iron on the floor, huh? Slow.
You know, you still have that same problem. Your mouth. Hey, who are you?
Name's Baseless, Arnie Baseless. I see you met the wife.
We all make mistakes. I made two.
You mean the boys?
The kid's ours.
Mine, never yours.
Mine, yours, ours, so what? We're getting out of here and the kid's coming with us.
My baby's not going any place with you. I'll call the police first. Oh, don't let him take my baby, Richard. Please don't let him.
Nobody's going to hurt the kid. Who's going to hurt him? He's worth money. More than we'll ever see any other way.
And young Patterson's the boy's father.
Grant Patterson, number 2. Number 1 had all the bread, but he couldn't take it with him. You know what? He went anyway.
Yeah, I read about it last month.
Yeah, a funny bit.
What?
Grant, number 1, he never knew about the kid.
What about the argument you had at your place?
Number 2, he knows about it now. I hipped him good. Scared him, too.
You were scared of him. Oh, wait a minute. I seem to remember something about a will.
Now you're warming up, friend.
I remember from the papers. The old man left everything to a grandchild, only didn't have any.
The old man never cared much about his son. Loved him, you know, but didn't like the way he turned out. Thought he could make a man out of him, settle him down, get him well married.
Oh, what she did with you?
A stripper, the mother of Grant Patterson's grandson. When we told him we were married, he went off like the noon whistle. It took his lawyers exactly 3 weeks to get me out of the family.
Well, young Patterson must have had something to say about it.
Oh, he did. Exactly what he was told to. A month later, I learned about the baby. I never wanted them to know.
You don't think that's funny? The old guy leaves his dough to a kid he never knew and a chick he couldn't stand.
So you go to Patterson and sell him some information and make a deal. He gets the boy, and you get some cash, is that right?
50,000. He already gave me 5,000 in front. He gets the kid, we get the dough.
No.
Go on, go get him.
No.
You want me to get him?
You know, kidnapping is a very serious offense, honey.
What kidnapping? She's my wife, I'm the kid's stepfather.
Well, she has custody of the boy.
Custody never came up. She gets out of the country, it never will. Of course, with the business she's in and what I'll think up to tell everybody about what goes on. Well, you know, they'll say she's just not a fit mother. Wonder what's taking so long.
The police.
Put that phone down. You want to get the kid? Let's get out of here. thick head, Richard. But then I always knew it.
I'm glad you think it's funny. He could have been killed.
Well, that's right, honey. You tell him I could have been killed. Hey, where's Raven?
That man took her and the baby.
Lieutenant, a man takes his wife from one place to another against her will and detains her. Is that kidnapping?
Depends on the amount and kind of violence.
Had a gun?
That's kidnapping. It's a ticket to the gas chamber.
Good.
What's so good about that?
Well, Arnie made a little mistake, honey. The boat sails at midnight. Do you think we can find him before then?
Well, I want to know what I'm booking before I referee a husband-wife battle.
Pete, believe me, it's important.
All right, Richard, for you, the neck goes out. I'll send a man over to Raven's house.
Yeah, send a man to Patterson's, too.
Richard, you be careful of that woman.
A woman? Honey, what about Arnie?
Well, my mom always said you could handle a man. It's a woman you got to watch out for. Honey, why don't you let this nice policeman take care of it and you stay here with me?
Sergeant Kaufman, please.
Well, the lady gave me $500. She deserves more for her money than just a pretty babysitter.
Kaufman, this is Kyle. Hold it, will you? Richard, wait a minute. Richard, wait a minute, will you?
Now, keep it up front. I won't be long.
Show's running a little late, Lenny. Keep the girls moving, huh?
Okay.
You're out of luck, mister. Our star is with us tonight.
No, thank you.
All right, Judy, you're on.
Raven?
Who is it?
Richard Diamond, open the door.
I can't. It's locked from the outside.
Hold on. Come on, silly up.
Where are we going?
Hey, you want to make that boat, don't you? Come on. You keep her here, Arnie. It's kidnapping.
How could a guy kidnap his own wife?
It can be done. We're coming out. Thank you, Peter Kyle.
Believe it or not, Richard, I'm just as smart as you are. When she wasn't at her house and she wasn't at the Pattersons, I knew the only place left was a dressing room at the club.
They're going to give you an A downtown. By the way, how are the Pattersons?
Oh, very well, thank you. Just sweating on a conspiracy charge. I'm sorry about your husband.
I'm glad somebody is. I'm not.
Well, what did you get that husband of yours?
I thought the baby should have a father. I chose him.
That's like you said, anybody can make a mistake. Yeah? Well, I guess we'll be gone for a long time.
The longest.
Got a booking?
Everywhere. Home and baby for a long time to come.
That's good. I guess that's about all. Let's go.
Except for one thing.
What's that?
This. Thank you, Richard.
Oh, you're welcome.
Just whose little baby are you?
Who's little... why don't you fight for my custody?